I was playing duels earlier in the week, and I was off to a really strong start. I was playing pretty well. I played, let me see here, I played 7 games, and I won 5 of them. So I was doing quite well. The 2 losses that I had, it came against a really strong player, much more higher rated than me, and I ended my last session with a victory over that player, and it jacked my rating up over 700 for the first time. I'm going to hope that I can keep that strong play going here, and let's get into it. Okay, I got a player on a 2 game win streak here. Let's see how we do. I'm seeing these concrete kind of roads. Sun is straight ahead. I think this could. Not sure where we see trees like that. I think this is like the Philippines or Thailand. I'm gonna go Thailand here. Other player goes the Philippines, and it was Indonesia. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of damage there. Black and white pole. Indian looking script and some English. I'm leaning more towards Sri Lanka on this one. I'm just going to go up here in the north of it. Oh, I went the wrong country. Geez, I went Madagascar. That was embarrassing. All right. Well, let me see if I can recover from that. I think this is probably Greenland. I'm not paying attention on that other one. My lord. Madagascar. Am I doing going too quick? He goes Iceland, and it was Greenland. Lovely looking round here. Well, maybe North America, maybe out here Western Canada. I mean, it's kind of impossible to tell. Their player also goes Western Canada. Oh wow, okay, it was in Europe that time. I think it should probably be. I think with these ballers, I think this is might be Switzerland. I feel a little bit more comfortable with that guess. Other player goes in Germany, and it was Switzerland. Very good. Okay, so I'm battling back here off of that terrible me not paying attention on this Sri Lanka. I knew exactly where I was. I just zoomed in on the completely wrong little island off of a continent. Okay, this would appear to be Portugal. I mean, Brazil. It was Portuguese, I meant to say. I'm going to go up here in the north of Brazil. Okay, they were pretty much spot on with the guess. Almost kicking me out of the game. I think this is probably Lithuania. I doubt I'll be able to find that town name. The player places the pin. I go Lithuania. I go up in Finland, and it was Latvia that time, so I should do a little bit of damage there. Appears to be Cyrillics. Red-ish car. Could be Ukraine. Doesn't mean it is. Not entirely sure on this landscape. Could be Bulgaria even. Could be like Montenegro or yeah, they're gonna go. Okay, it was Ukraine. Excellent. That's enough damage to knock the other player out of the game. Okay, so I saved myself there. Luckily, I did. Honestly, I played like complete, or I should say, I can play like a complete fool in that in the first round in the Sri Lanka. I'm kicking myself for that. I hate when that happens. Luckily, it didn't come back to bite me, and I ended up winning the game to advance me onto a 2-game win streak. I can't tell you how many times I've done that same thing in practice where I go to zoom in on Sri Lanka and I zoom in on Madagascar for some reason, and I just like I don't know I wasn't thinking at all. Anyway, I hope everybody got a good laugh out of that one because that was quite funny. Anyway, I'm gonna get into another game here while I got this 2-game win streak going. All right, that took a little while to get a game. I got a player much lower rated than me at the moment, so I still have to play my best here. I would not like to look at the player's rating and then make a bad game out of it. Sun is in the north. I really can't tell. Don't know where we see like mountains like that. I feel like I gotta go like in Asia someplace though. I don't think it's South America. They also go Indonesia. It was Indonesia. Could not get a sense of those bollards. Okay, I see the yellow with the thing on top. I think this is probably going to place us in Denmark. It certainly does look flat enough. I'm gonna go ahead and place the pin. The other player goes in France, and it was Denmark that time, so that should do a nice chunk of damage. Driving on the right, it seems. Appears to be like Spanish. Okay, so where is the sun coming from? The sun might be a little bit more north. I can't tell. Is it Brazil? Or is that Spanish? I can't really tell if it's Spanish or not. It was in Guatemala. Yeah, excellent guess. I got confused on that one. I had no idea where I was. Good guess. Okay, this should probably be Lima or like Peru. I would think it's Peru. Got to find myself up in the mountains somewhere. I'm just going to place the pin. Go in Chile. Okay, and it was Peru. I should have went a little bit further south on that one, but that's okay. You see a yellow license plate. Got another one. I'm not sure where this can be. I mean, I've seen yellow license plates in Colombia before. I haven't really seen coverage like this in Colombia. Doesn't mean it isn't. I don't see a follow car, so I don't think it's Nigeria. Could it potentially be Senegal? I doubt it. I'm going to go there. It was Kenya that time. Yeah, I wasn't too sure on that. Luckily, I'm not playing too well tonight. I won't lie. I mean, let's see if I can pull a victory here. Don't know what language that is. I do see this yellow pole. Does that also put me in Denmark again, I wonder? It wasn't Estonian. It was Denmark. Excellent. Okay, with the multiplier, that knocks the player out of the game. Okay, so I've had two shoddy victories here. A couple of big blunders early on in the game. Didn't come back to bite me, though. I mean, I made the mistake early enough in the game where I was able to kind of come together. Funny how it happens sometimes. You never know what you're going to get when you sit down and you start playing this game. And, I mean, sometimes your brain's working, sometimes it's not. Luckily, I'm getting victories, though. So I'm on a 3-game win streak. The rating is getting up to a 730. I'm going to play another game. I'm going to hope the good times keep rolling here, for me at least. I do feel like I'm getting lucky, so I'm not afraid to admit that. All right, we got a really good-looking player here. 832 overall. I've had my struggles against players rated in the 800s before. I think that language ought to put us in Iceland. Looks very barren, and I don't really see water anywhere. I'm going to go more towards the middle of the country here. The other player goes more west. I'm going to be able to knock off a few points. It's in the south with this kind of holy pole. It doesn't look like Spain, but I mean, I have seen poles like this in Spain. It kind of looks like it's maybe dry enough. I don't really like this guess a whole lot. I'm going to go for it. The player goes in Italy, and it was Portugal that time. Okay, so doing pretty good, recognizing that pole. Guessed close enough to the right area. I was able to do a ton of damage. Coming on the left, this could be, I think, I mean, Indonesia or Malaysia with this one, I would think. I'm going to go hedge it over here closer to either country. Also goes Indonesia, and did get it in the right area. It wasn't Sumatra that time. I was just slightly closer. It looks like I'm pulling together a little bit better of a game here. Let's see if the good times keep rolling. Okay, Northern Hemisphere. I feel like this might be Turkey based on the language. I don't have a whole lot of time to take a look at it. Also goes Turkey. And it looks like it was right there on the border of Syria, so I'm doing some damage. It seems like every guess I'm just slightly closer to this other player. I'm perfect so far. This is definitely Spanish, and I see Jalisco. So this is, I think, maybe in Mexico. I don't know if I have time. Let me make sure. Yeah, I think it ought to be. I'm just going to plop the pin in Jalisco. The other player does exactly the same thing. Once again, I'm slightly closer. I mean, I would think that's French. I don't recognize this city name, or I do think I'm in France. Over this way. Other player goes France. Where was that? Actually in Switzerland. Do a tiny bit of damage, so the perfect run is gone. Sun is of no help at all. I'm going to go Mexico up here. Other player goes in Dominican Republic. Oh, it was. That might knock me out. Yep, it does. Okay, did not recognize the Dominican Republic on that one. They went right away to the over there. I went to Mexico. Kicked me off of that winning streak, which I kind of admittedly deserved. I did not play well in either of those two victories that I had tonight. So I definitely needed that. But I think that game I played a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and get into another game here. Okay, I got a more evenly matched player here on a one-game win streak. So let's see if I could end that here. Calobre. Don't recognize that. I'm in the northern hemisphere. Appears to be. Yeah, I mean, that appears to be Spanish. Maybe this puts me in a place like maybe Guatemala. Can't find it. Give that a shot. The player goes in Brazil, and it was Panama. Okay, so I'm able to do a nice chunk of damage there right off the rip. I would think, based off of the language and this poll, that I am in Finland. I'm going to go and plop it down here more towards the south. And it was in the south of Finland. Okay, so very good. I'm doing a good chunk of damage again. Double yellow lines. Sun is in the north. Whitman County. Okay, this has to for sure be. Like, I don't know, Arizona. I mean, I see a river there. Yeah, here. I think it seems to me like it'd be in this area. Play Wyoming. Oh wow, okay. It was actually Oregon that time. It's very flat. I don't know where the sun is coming from, but you know what? It kind of does feel like we're driving on the south. I mean, with this arrow like telling us to get over that way. I don't know. This is going to kill me. If this is South Africa, that's a bad one. Yeah, okay. It was Netherlands. I should have just went there. That was my first initial knee jerk reaction to go Netherlands, but I mean, I saw that arrow kind of pointing that way. This line here, can't tell. I think maybe Thailand. Replay goes Indonesia. Okay, it was the Philippines. A little bit of damage. I don't know what this is. Sun is coming from the north. Like European infrastructure. I don't have a whole lot of time to figure this out. I'm gonna go like Curacao. Close enough. I don't even know where the other player went. Oh, okay. Yeah, Indonesia. Confused the crap out of me there. Did not know you see that kind of sign over there. It looked more European to me. Okay, so I lost. That was not a good loss. Not too happy with that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. I mean, it started well with 2 wins. I overall I just wasn't playing too well. I think I'm gonna shut it down. I think I just need to relax and take a break. I've had a couple of long days here. Overall, though, still in the 700s, 703 overall. Still got a winning record. 11 games, 7 wins overall. So I'm 7-4. Not doing too bad. I think I'll be back tomorrow with more games. Hopefully, I'm seeing the game a little bit better.